Hello, party people, and please get to your places for a new episode of Cast Party presented by Shays Performing Arts Center. My name is Rita Sirianni, and with me today I have my co-party hosts. In this corner, Juliana Tracy.
Hello.
And in this corner, Ken Lezuski.
Speaking of calling places and all that, I didn't realize that I did the curtain speech on Saturday night. I didn't realize you could move.
You just found out that you didn't have any blocking for the curtain speech you already did?
Oh, now you're too much. You're too much now.
Oh,
you're
sorry.
Block. I don't even know what that means.
Also, that's after places.
Yeah.
Okay. But I didn't know you could walk with the spotlight guy. I thought it was stationary.
These are things you'll learn to...
I guess this episode.
This episode.
I know that you've been learning terms along the way. Do you know what a park and bark is?
Okay.
I think I explained that to him before.
You did.
I definitely explained park and bark.
Water for elephants had a very large proscenium.
Kenny.
Proscenium.
C. Ni. Great.
Perfect.
Well,
on that note.
On this note, you can tell this is already going to be a very educational episode, folks. This week we have a very exciting guest who is not only an amazing stage manager, but also an equally amazing friend and cousin.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, you're too kind.
That's my cousin over
Wait, what?
Are you? Oh, yeah.
I didn't know
Surprise!
that.
He never reads the script, Sally.
No, I didn't realize the cousin part. No, and we've met before. You've never mentioned this.
Yes, they have.
I feel like, yeah.
Here's some lore. So, Allie Hasselback is an equity stage manager, production manager, and local to Buffalo, New York. She started working in theater as an apprentice for Shakespeare in Delaware Park in 2007 and began homing in on her love for stage management during undergrad in Boston. She expanded into film and television production as well, and then pursued graduate work at Carnegie Mellon University, graduating in 2020 with an MFA in stage and production management. Allie has worked as a freelance stage manager across the country in various mediums, including theater, opera, dance, as well as live and commercial events. In 2023, she returned to Buffalo and is now the production manager and stage management mentor for UB's Department of Theater and Dance. She continues to pursue work in freelance stage management as well and is thrilled to be back with Starring Buffalo on her 5th show with the company, this time on the Shays main stage for Rent. Welcome, Allie Hasselback.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I almost went rent. We're not gonna.
So did you have class? Like, she teach you golf at UB?
Oh, she blew off class this morning to be with us.
I said, heck with those kids. No. I only teach in the fall, and I mentor all year round. I production manage all year round, and then I teach my stage management class in the fall.
Were you the stage manager for any of Juliana's shows while she was there?
I don't believe so.
I started in 2023.
2020, yeah, and I graduated. And
He doesn't read the script.
And fun fact, I graduated in 2022.
Nice.
There
we go.
Yeah, we did our paths.
Neither did any of ours.
Oh, that's wild, though. I didn't know that we were.
Yeah, I'm like I know, like Amanda is a friend of mine. Shout out to Amanda. Yeah.
Just trying to bring people together.
But you know a few of my friends that are underclassmen. But yeah,
I miss her every day.
Oh, I do too.
Off doing wonderful things.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know.
So you both went to
what?
Darden?
Yeah, that's how we met.
Same year?
Mm-hmm. Same year. That's how we found out we were cousins. We were like at freshman orientation.
I feel like this is not going to be about stage management.
No, it's not.
Wait, you just found out you were cousins at Narden?
Yeah.
And you didn't talk to me in high school?
No, neither. All of us, both of us made a concerted effort to not talk to this person we were not aware of yet, which was you.
Yeah. It's, I mean, if I could go back and change it, I wouldn't.
Keep it all the same.
I'd consciously
go on even more not. I'd make steps to not be in the same room at the same time.
I'd make steps to make sure I don't end up in this present.
Like the Canisius High School dances, right?
Yeah, we were.
And like the Narden breakfast. Like I used to go to have breakfast in Narden.
We're in the same grade.
Unofficial.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we got this lore out of the way quick and ready. Yeah, very good. Allie, welcome, friend. It's good to have you.
I'm sorry that I used the wrong word. I forgot when they switched from interns to apprentice. I
was just like, whoa.
What's an apprentice?
I was an intern and you were an apprentice this whole time. Shakespeare in the Park.
Are you I almost spoke in the wrong mic.
My bad.
Are you an apprentice?
when Allie and I did all the Shakespeare internships together.
So we were in the same grade. We were the same, like
at the same time.
All right.
And we did everything together, including Shakespeare in the Park.
Do you want to know how we met, though? How, like, we became friends? Because that was actually quite adorable.
Well, you're cousins.
Yeah,
Okay, so we weren't. No, our parents knew.
Yeah.
But they, like,
Very Italian experience,
Right?
I feel. Right?
Yeah.
Purpose for the sake of like, is this like a?
Yeah, it was like the Parent Trap.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. The vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
we met. Our parents were like, "Hey, you're cousins." We're like, "Great, cool. Never gonna talk to you."
Yeah.
And then we both auditioned for Cinderella,
Yeah.
and I was a fool, and I wrote down every single thing that I did extracurricular wise. So I did like tap, and I did singing, and I did violin,
And horse.
and horses. I wrote horses. And Rita was like,
Horse.
"What are you riding horses?"
right.
I ran around pretending I was a horse. No, I was joking.
Yes.
And Rita was like, "What are you doing? That's so many things outside of school time, like during rehearsal time. They're never going to cast you." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I had never been in a show before. She had like a plethora of experience. They did not cast me. She got cast.
What was this? Where was this?
This was the High School Musical, and
was already in Cinderella?
Yeah, and I said, Allie, please, I know we just met. No, I said you should lie and say you have no conflict.
Lie?
No, I wrote it all down.
Should have listened
She was
to
a
Rita.
fool and told the truth.
Exactly. And then I
Silly
was,
goose.
and the cast list came out, and I was like, oh. And Rita left me this adorable little note. We had like a message board, and it was like
Before text.
freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. You could leave notes for each other. She wrote me this adorable little note that was like, "You're always a star in my book," and
So nice of me.
it was so
You just sent me
sweet.
that on Valentine's Day.
Aw.
Remember how you used to be able to do that?
Yeah.
Valentine's Day things?
Like, for the record, I never did that for Kenny,
And I never
but
sent her one. Very conscious.
And then we've been best friends.
Best friend.
best friends
Now
ever since.
podcast,
Yes.
guest, host.
It was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Because speaking of which, Allie Hasselback, you are an equity stage manager.
I am, yes.
Could you tell the folks at home a little bit about yourself and the role of a stage manager?
Sure. So, I have listened to a number of these podcasts, and not to say that I came in with a thought to maybe rag on Kenny a little bit, but maybe,
We encourage this.
So I'm going to turn it over to you, actually, just a real quick. Instead, you can't say manage a stage, but in your mind, do you have what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think stage manager?
Like, only because I was backstage a little before the curtain speech the other day. Like, you have a headset on and you're like, get your ass over there.
Absolutely.
Turn the light on.
Verbatim.
Where's this or that set or prop, or get to your line, or what's that line, Juliana? You said places and everything. You were like, they're not there yet.
Places.
That's great.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, that's a really good foundation.
The reason I have this kind of is because of this weekend. Because I got to see a little bit of it.
But that's awesome.
It seems very stressful. It's very stressful because the person's like, come in like this person.
Yeah,
They were gone. They're MIA.
You have voices in your head like all the time.
Like,
which is
like even outside of
what? No.
Even outside of work, you have voices all in your head.
Do you hear them? What?
Rita told me a little bit about that, so I was a little nervous for this episode. Like, this door isn't going to be shut, and it is.
What about
I can't get out of here.
What about the voices that only you can't hear, Kenny?
Like,
What are you talking about?
Herself, so now this makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Front,
I'm very entertaining to myself.
just like, I hate you, Kenny, and I'm like, I'm not even here today, Rita. I'm remote. I'm like, who are you talking to?
I'm like, silence. This is a soliloquy. I'm making a point.
No, that's a really good foundation though, because yes, and we'll get into like the production management versus stage management later on, but stage managers are assigned per show, and they do, I don't know, I'm talking like directly to you. I'll talk to the general.
No, teach him.
Learn them.
Learn them good.
I'm so excited.
So like our whole process, right? So you run rehearsals and performances, and that's kind of like the one sentence description of a stage manager, but it's everything from making sure that you have everything ready for when the actors come in first day, so like scripts and contact sheets, and like the stage is taped out in the rehearsal room.
Yeah, what is
and
the tape for?
Oh,
I see the tape all the time, even up here when I walk
Yeah.
through.
so
the
yeah,
hall.
that's really good question. So you tape out a rehearsal room. So it's too expensive to rehearse on the stage, right? And like you also have overlapping shows a lot of the time. So rehearsal takes up any amount of time. It could be a week. It could be months, right? Like depending on the process, if you're in a school, if you're regional, if you're Broadway, right, whatever. So the rehearsal process takes like a long period of time usually. And so you have to be in a different space for that. That's not on the stage with the set.
Sure.
And in order to do that, you have the scenic design that the designer has given to you and the technical director has proofed and approved and feasibility and all that. And you take it and you tape it out on the rehearsal hall stage, on the rehearsal hall floor, right? Sure. So it's like if there are stairs, if there's like a turntable, if there's stuff like that, so that the actors know while they're rehearsing, oh, this is how this is where I would go through the door. This is where I'd be on a second level on a balcony. This is where I would go backstage type of things. So that when they get to the space, it's not wholly dissimilar, right?
Sure.
It's not like it's still going to be very different. And one of my favorite things is always seeing cast and directors get on stage and go, whoa, this is so different. You're like, it's really not. I promise you, I know how to measure. But yeah, so like you have a drawing and you measure it and it's on a scale rule. So like 1 inch equals a foot type of thing. Sure. It's never that easy. But, and then you tape it out in the rehearsal room.
I've had like Ellie at my apartment with giant like maps and blueprints of stages and rulers trying to like get all of her prep work ready so she can go in and tape. And it's like you're planning a heist.
I think I'd be good at planning. No, I can't say that.
No,
I have knowledge of how to plan a heist, and I wouldn't plan that.
Know how to heist.
Only if it was for cheese.
Oh, yeah, that's the perfect thing to heist for.
Mm-hmm. So that's what the tape is for.
Yeah,
that's what the tape is for.
But yeah, so we do all of the prep work for rehearsals. We run rehearsals so that like everything stays on time. We know like if the director says, okay, then you cross stage left here. You know stage left, stage right. I know you know that, yeah. Yeah. We write that down so that they don't forget it and so that we have a record of it. And then when the designers come in and they're like, okay, we're going to add light cues and sound cues and projection cues on top of this, and this is where the quick changes happen and all this stuff, we go, okay, great. They actually cross stage left here, and this is where they have a free time to go do that quick change, and this is the place where there's available space backstage.
Today. Or our speeches are stage middle.
Center
stage?
Downstage, center.
That was so cute.
We're in the middle. It came in and out in the middle.
So that's center stage.
Middle of the,
and then, downstage, it would be where we were.
Mm-hmm. Next to the
downstage
pit,
center.
Usually,
Yeah, that's where we were, was downstage center.
Yeah, there you go.
Downstage.
Yeah,
there's downstage and upstage.
We've been over this.
I'm
glad that this is impacting him.
I'll tell you why it's downstage and upstage, because stages used to be raked, which means they had like a slant.
This one doesn't.
No, I know, but that's how it.
But that's why they continue to use.
Yeah, so most stages were So the back of the stage was literally up in the air.
Slanted.
Yeah.
So that's why it's up the stage.
So then
you go down the stage.
So we were downstage because we were in the front.
Yes, and then
we were in the front. It was down.
So you were down center stage.
We did not.
Yeah.
I would have remembered the slant.
No,
I don't remember talking about the slant. Okay. I remember left and right, but not like the slant.
Yeah, no, we haven't talked about slanted or raked stages.
Stage middle.
Yes.
I'm saying stage middle.
Strong and wrong. All right.
I love it.
And then we call the show and we do the performance and maintain the director's vision and integrity of the show throughout the run.
And then you literally reset it all while everyone's getting ready to go. And then you send out reports after you've reset everything.
You do the stage, or what's it called? The show reports?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we do perform. Well, okay, so starting all the way back, and it depends on what each theater does, but like at UB, the student stage managers do the production meeting reports. Usually stage managers are not part of early production meetings, so production management does that. Anyway, this is getting in the weeds. And then you do rehearsal reports, tech reports, performance reports.
And it all varies based on the different types of productions.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, and I'm going to ask, you mentioned calling a show.
Yeah.
What is that like?
Oh my God. Okay, so one of the questions.
What is that, and then what is that like?
Yeah. One of the questions you had in here was like, which one is more favorite?
Did you type it just like that?
No. That's actually a reference to a Brian Regan skit, but
of course.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Of course.
No, so calling a show is during technical rehearsals, all of the technical elements get added on, right? So like your cast has been in the rehearsal room, they've been rehearsing with their props and some costumes maybe if it's pertinent and complicated, and scenic elements that you can bring into the rehearsal room, right? Like you can get a bench in the rehearsal room, but you can't get a whole staircase usually, right? Just because of the size. And then during tech rehearsals, you add all those tech elements in, the lighting, the sound, the projection, all the stuff. And then during the show, the stage manager has what's called a prompt book, which is what you create throughout rehearsal. And it has all of the lighting cues and where they go, all the sound cues, all the projection cues, all the everything, right? The fly rail, the if you have any special effects, so like smoke, or if you have automation, like a turntable. Yeah, so you call all of those cues. It is, I will say that I like stage management. I had started actually in acting with Rita.
Cinderella.
In Cinderella, well, not in Cinderella, way to rub the salt in the wound.
Yeah.
Just so you know,
Sound of Music.
I was also cut.
Oh, God.
So,
Oh, no. What was the show?
I don't know. It was like 6th grade, 5th grade. It
was
flying or something like that.
Don't feel bad for him. It's how he's grown as an actor now.
This is
all my vengeance and all my
Jeez.
fueled your desire to learn.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Way to put that. Wow, that really put a nice spin on everything.
Yeah, stage managed.
Called center middle.
Oh, God.
Oh, still bad. So like, I don't know. I really like stage management because it's like all of the adrenaline of acting without being on stage and having people look at you. Because like if you get something wrong, people are still gonna know usually.
That's your fault?
That there's something that happened, and if people are theater people, they'll know that it was your fault, right?
Yeah.
Unless like all of projections goes down, in which case you can't really do anything about that. But I like the adrenaline of tech is very different than the adrenaline of rehearsal and then the adrenaline of performance.
Sure.
So like tech is wild and crazy, but also kind of weirdly very cool. And I don't know if that's like self-inflicted pain. I don't know. But it's like, it's fun in its own weird, high level, high paced kind of way. And then calling the show itself is so much fun. And then once you get into the groove, it feels like, and I haven't done any really long sits, like, so I haven't gone on tour. I haven't like called a Broadway show or anything like that. But like, I think the longest I've called a show is probably a month. And it's like, sometimes depending on the show and depending on the call, you get kind of bored. And you have to, right?
Yeah.
But then most of the time it's like you finally get into the groove of something and you have to close it. And you're like, no, but I was just getting good at this.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I love calling. I also love running the deck though. So it's like,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Like
it's
the laugh track? Deck of like, you know, lights, camera on.
So
I have a feeling based off the grimace on Allie's face, you might be.
So I actually can. You know what? I'm going to give you a piece of history, and then I'll let you like fill in the gaps.
Sure.
So a lot of theater terms are based off of like being on a ship. So let's think the deck is
The deck. Yeah, the decks where all the people walk around.
yeah.
Yeah. You're getting close. Yeah, warmer.
So what if you were to
You call the deck. You call the ship.
yeah.
And the crow's nest.
So if you were so if the calling stage manager is calling all the cues, including anything scenic wise that happens on stage, what would the person who is running the deck?
You got to tell the people where to go.
Yeah.
Right?
It's the person who's backstage who's like, okay, now we have the scenic shift coming up. Get ready. Because like,
Get ready.
and then like go out and do it, right? So the stage manager
Very
talks.
important.
Yeah.
How else would they go out?
This is
Yes, this
They
is
would
true.
not. They just
They would
stay
all
back
stand-
there.
They would all stand backstage and look at each other.
Yeah.
And sometimes they do, and then you get mad.
Yeah.
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 Where's the assertiveness? Just go.
See, as SM or stage manager, you gotta be authoritative
Right?
too.
You gotta be important. Right.
Yeah. So you gotta see the matrix.
Juliana, what would happen if nobody called the deck? Like they went MIA.
So I mean, as an actor, at least
The ship would go down.
the ship would for sure go down. However, as an actor, sometimes we're required to like move set pieces, move some of that stuff. So like, while maybe certain transitions wouldn't go well, I feel like we would probably show must go on it and pick things up and move them.
I remember you in your last show.
It wouldn't be good, but
you kept moving that
disagree
bench.
on that.
Oh,
moving that.
You kept moving that.
yeah, that bench.
I
Yeah,
did notice
She
that.
said
She was sitting on the bench.
She would sit on the bench. You'd
Sit
pick
on
the
the bench.
goddamn bench up, then you move the bench, then you lay on the bench, then you move it again.
Yeah, that was part of like my stage directions as an actor. Like, so like I was supposed to motivate that move. Like the bench needed to be moved, but I was like, this is my distraction now, kind of thing. So I'm
did
bringing
notice
it.
that.
Yeah, I'm bringing it over here to pretend that I'm going to clean it.
I remember.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Look at you.
I remember. I loved it.
Or I'm bringing it to hide from Miles Gloriosus. I'm bringing it to cover myself while they're out there, and then I pretend to clean it.
Did you improvise then, or is that part of the thing?
No, I mean it was like, hey Juliana, move the bench here, and then you're gonna. The script kind of demands
Is
that.
in your ear saying this? Like a
No,
you just go.
I just memorized
You don't have
it.
an ear thing?
I write it
She's
down.
memorizing it.
No, but nobody has an ear thing.
No, unless you're like.
Only Allie.
Why do I feel like the actors have like mics?
Oh, we have mics.
But it's not.
It goes over. No,
They
it
don't
goes
have
over
an
the
inner
ear.
ear.
Oh, okay.
Only pop stars have
And
inner
some
ear.
actually-
I'm thinking of this
And actually,
concerts and stuff.
yeah,
It's in your
my mic in that show that you were describing was under my wig, so it was. I'm describing it. I'm doing it on my face, so no one can see it. It was on my forehead, like through the wig.
Wait, is that
So-
what that thing is?
Yeah.
That's
So
a
like
mic?
that
That's a
little
mic.
that little weird like
Yeah, the thing,
dimply
yes.
thing that you see on like Broadway actors.
No way.
That's a mic.
microphone?
What did you think it was?
I had no freaking. I thought it was just
And
weird.
some Broadway,
It's
just
weird. No, I didn't like
some
it at all.
Broadway
No,
people
I didn't
have
get it.
two.
Yeah.
Because if one goes out and they need to be for certain need to be heard, there's two.
Honestly,
If you-
I had no idea that was a microphone.
if you have
a
a show like American in Paris, you have that, and maybe you have
Emily
two of
in
them.
Paris?
American in Paris,
Close.
An
American
American.
Werewolf.
Okay.
London.
Yep.
Okay.
And then they also do a lot of tapping. They have
A lot of
tap
word
mics.
association to them.
Yeah.
They have tap mics that go down their legs to their tap shoes, so that you can hear specifically
tap
their tap
solos.
shoes.
Yeah. There's also there's like floor mics too that
This is a
can pick
very,
stuff up.
And area mics overhead. You guys had those, yeah.
Yeah, I would say because I was mic'd because first of all I was incredibly sick during Cora, so my voice wasn't the best.
tell it all. Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
What?
Yes,
You were
I was like
fine.
What?
so one of the days that I think the first day that we got into like Canterbury Woods, which is where it was. I think I had like a fever of 100 and something.
You did.
and then-
You posted it on her
Yeah.
story.
Oh my God.
And I literally, because they were like, this is the most important day. And instead of being like, hey, like calling my stage manager and being like, hey, I'm very ill, I was like, all right, we gotta come to the thing. And I wore a mask. And so, like,
God.
I was like recovering throughout the run of the show.
Oh no.
And you had on a thick mask too, so I imagine you were probably just like,
That is crazy.
because you were running around so much.
Yeah. Because he was like, let's run transition. Like,
Oh my God.
so yeah. So I was like incredibly sick during that entire run,
That is wild.
because they just wouldn't kick. Like I had a fever for a couple days, and then I finally went down.
Yeah.
But what was the point of that?
The microphone.
Oh, the microphone.
Microphones,
I was mic'd because my voice was like gone. So they mic'd me, but a lot of the actors weren't in fact mic'd, so they had floor mics and overhead mics to.
Honestly, if so many of your peers were like so good at projecting,
Yeah.
didn't need
Yeah,
them
that
at all.
is true. They were very strong. Yeah,
And I'm usually a loud person, so I originally I was supposed to go on with no mic, but then they were also like we wanted to hear
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
My character is very ad libby, so they wanted to hear more of that stuff as well.
And you did you leave stage? Like you don't leave stage.
There was two moments that I left stage. It was like two songs that somebody else sang, because other times like if someone else is singing a song, like I'd be there.
Yeah.
So that was that. That's why I was mic'd for that. But yeah, that's kind of all like to bring it back to stage management.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
So very important.
very important.
It's fun.
So, Allie, like there are musicals like Forum where you're doing all the cues. You've done opera where it's a whole different kit.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about Timothy Chalamet? Blah blah blah. Said about opera.
Who cares?
Okay.
Yeah. Like literally.
So for folks at home, his mom's a ballet dancer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mom and sister and grandmother.
It makes it so weird.
Yeah.
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 I think he was trying to like hang with.
I think
You're
he was
trying to be a
like
cool guy?
Matthew McConaughey. Like, I'm cool. I can hang. I don't go to opera or ballet, but
alright.
really I do.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Timmy in Supreme. Okay. For folks at home who may not know, can you tell us a little bit about Starring Buffalo and what makes this production of Rent a concert? Yes.
I love this. It's first time for Kenny. So yeah, it's so Starring Buffalo's whole concept is that we have music stands and there's like very limited, like there's blocking with the music stands. There's like choreography with the music stands. We have some costume pieces that it's interesting because it's really like boiled down to like what do you need to tell the story in terms of visuals, and then everything else is like we focus on the music and the acting, right? So we have blocking, we have limited costumes and minimal props, and the cues are on the more minimal side, right? So it's like we're changing location and we have a different look, whereas in a fully staged musical you would have like, I don't even know, like 50 cues in one song, right? But Starring Buffalo was established in 2018. They had a mission and still do to connect Buffalo and Broadway. So they bring together the Broadway performers, Buffalo professional actors, singers, and dancers, and then students and community members, which is really cool. We have like a really great mix of folks across those groupings, and every show is just like so unique and so different. I don't know of another company in Buffalo that kind of like has this concept where it's like we want to bring the core of what these big musicals are, and Drew talks about it. Drew Fornarola talks about it every opening night. It's like he was very privileged when he was growing up to have his parents bring him to the city and like see all these wonderful shows that really got him into theater and want to do this as a profession. And he was like, it shouldn't be based on whether or not you have the means to do that. And so he wanted to bring it here and give, folks in Buffalo a chance to like both interact with and experience what he experienced in the city for like over $100, right? Like stuff like that. So really great mission. It's a really fun time. It creates like a really unique and collaborative environment. Everyone is like seeing and learning from each other and everything around them. And yeah, it's just like the concert allows us to put things, it allows us to put together like this huge show in a very short time. And it actually, gives us like more ability to do stuff. It's not like a lesser version of it. It's really focusing on the music and the acting and stuff like that. So really excited to be on the main stage. That's going to be very cool.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be huge.
It's going to be so huge. The wall of sound. Not to grab something from Phil Spector. No, it's going to be great because we have, because we're in the space and have the ability to, we have the full instrumentation instead of like a digitized version of it or like a condensed orchestration, and our choruses that are local high school students and like local choirs, normally we have like 20 to 40 folks, and I think this year this production we have 130, which is insane.
That's a small school. We
130 what?
Chorus members. So
Chorus.
okay, so
Yeah, so
the
there's
Starring
the
Buffalo, so like physically on stage, the principal people are in like a semicircle downstage,
Okay.
and with their music stands, and they're the ones that do like all the blocking and stuff. And then there's a whole chorus behind them that sings like all of the big like ensemble numbers.
Oh, okay.
And we have dancers come in and out. Yes,
That's a huge amount of people.
That's a huge amount of people.
Does that mean you have over 130 people on your call list?
Right. That's
It does, although very gratefully, because coordinating the choirs is such an undertaking, even when we have like 40 people.
Sure.
Michael Russo and Drew and Emily like kind of do like all of that, which is awesome. Yeah. So luckily I don't have to send out a daily call to all 150 folks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You know me. I love a staged reading. I love standography, which is what I call when folks are using their music stands to move around the stage. What I like about it, I mean, starring Buffalo, it's cool because they're putting a really nice highlight on local and non-local talent working together. But it also is a nice emphasis on like the writer and the lyric and what that is. Because sometimes, like especially with big shows, we kind of are like, what did they just say? Or like, I totally missed that. I was paying attention to the tap routine or what have you. So like, what's really cool about starring Buffalo and like this specifically, I mean, I love Rent. That was like we love that in high school.
Oh,
we all the time. It's just like, Rent is like, it's like an opera. So just to have it in this huge space and to be able to really listen to it crisply with such a big ensemble, I think it's going to be a real treat for audiences.
Yeah. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Nice. I can't believe you have 130 people on your call list.
I know. And luckily I don't have to write blocking for all of them. So
that is
they do. They say like they're on the risers and they just kind of hang out there, which is awesome. But because writing choreography for that would be taking blocking and be like, I don't know. You all move here.
So this is your 5th show of starring Buffalo.
Yeah.
What keeps you coming back to the team?
It's really fun. So I don't know if I consciously did this because, like, I feel like we have been told in our generation, especially, where it's like you can't say no to things. Like you have to always say yes to like the next thing, or else you might not get asked again. And it's like, well, I don't know that I've always done that, but I've always whatever like is interesting to me, or it's like, oh, I haven't done that before, like I guess I'll try it, right? Like so, and I kind of just followed that. So it's like, oh, I haven't done opera before, I guess I'll try that. I didn't do dance, and then I did that. I haven't done a show with like a lot of like kids before, I guess I'll do Freaky Friday, right? Like it was so I've always kind of done that throughout my career, I noticed. And so for starring Buffalo, it was like I had come back to Buffalo and I had started working at UB, and I was looking for stuff that I could do, especially with UB schedule, which is intense.
I can imagine.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay. And then Drew asked me about this, and I was like, I've never done a concert. Like, sure, let's do it, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of just said yes initially because it was something new and exciting. And then it's really fun and challenging. I think there's a misconception about stage management sometimes where it's like, oh, well, this is a small show, so like your job will be easier. It's like, I still have to do all of the things, and just possibly with slightly less resources, right? Like with like a little bit more time, like less time and all that stuff, right? So, so for starring Buffalo, it's like, I still have to do the blocking script. I still have to do all of the cues. I still there's fewer cues, obviously, but, so it's funny because it's like, it's actually really challenging in a certain way that I like. I think it keeps me on my toes and is like, ooh.
It's like a cool kind of marathon to be like, all right, we're all going to get together on this week.
Yeah.
And we're going to make it to this curtain time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Heck or high water.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we're going to start on Monday and then by Thursday we're going to be open. It's like, oh, this week. Okay. Yeah.
Campaign energy.
Yeah. Do you like that, Kenny?
Yeah. And so everybody's
I never thought about that.
Toward the same goal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like that.
And it's always a really good group. Not to get too political, but we were in rehearsals last election, and just like coming into the room and just being like, all right, y'all, I don't really know what to say. I'm glad to be here with you all, though. And it was right, like, and everyone just kind of like, there was a tension, and then it was like, yeah, let's sing and dance on stage because
let's stay indoors.
Right. And so I mean, theater people have always been my people, so it's like, it's really nice.
We've welcomed you in, Kenny, to the fold.
Join us.
Yeah.
You're hearing the voices now, don't you?
I do.
See? We knew it.
Started.
Yeah, I know.
So when you're not backstage, you are in the classroom or you're mentoring. And I know I'm always like, well, what would Ellie do? What is your biggest piece of advice for your students who are going into stage management?
Yes, it's such a good
you would
question.
struggle with this.
I love this. I was like, oh. So honestly, there's like a couple of things I had like back in my like tertiary or whatever, but the biggest thing that came to the forefront was like, know why you're here and doing this. Because, like,
Yeah.
it's really going to affect how you do it and how long and
How you show up.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So it's like, I love stage management, and I do love seeing the students who try stage management and really give it a go. And they're like, I don't like this. I'm like, good, then don't do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Like truly though, like, okay, you figured it out, you gave it a try.
Yeah.
Tips, anything like
Yeah.
I thought I wanted to be in like news broadcasting. I'm like, this is awful.
Right? And it's like,
In terms of the money and the hours.
and like learning what you don't want to do is just as valuable as learning is what you do want to do, right? Like,
Yeah, 100% agree with that. That's so true.
so I mean that was kind of my thing. Is like, it really is. It's really fascinating to see them learn that in real time. To be like, oh, I don't know that I like this, and you're like, okay, great. Or if they're like, I'm a bioinformatics major, and I really love stage management. I didn't even know what it was when I started school, and I'm calling out one of my students right now.
Way to go, you.
Oh my God, he was awesome. And it's like, I didn't know that I wanted to do this, and now I'm a bioinformatics and also BA in theater, and he's killing it. Like, he's such a good stage manager. So it's like, yeah. So, but like the knowing why you're here and doing this is a really important thing, I think, to being happy. 'Cause like, right? Like, none of us is really making like fame or money off of it. Like, most of us are making fame and money, right? So it's like, you've got to love it.
Yeah. I think that's really well said. And like, I think it ties together nicely with like why you continue to work with Starring Buffalo, which is like, it's good to find the challenge in your work and say, oh, what is my resume missing? What do I want to try out? And I think that's really smart in a way to keep your career new and interesting.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, friend. So what would you say are the key differences? I don't know why I'm doing this like Bugsy Malone. I'm sorry.
Aw, call back.
Good times.
That was the first thing that I saw Rita in.
That's right.
Bugsy Malone.
I got cast as a boy for my only time as a lead musical. Oh no!
Yeah, voice.
I did. Yeah, I said I would be like, "Hey, Tallulah, you're racing my motor," and I'd be like 15 years old.
Holy shit.
No dates to the date dance.
What does this mean?
No, I believe that.
I'll follow up on this. Actually, there's a
Is there video of this?
Yes.
Somewhere.
Yes. I'll follow up on you here. Ready? There is a podcast. It still exists called "How Did This Get Made?" And they have mini-sodes where they do recaps of like the episodes before, and each episode they talk about a movie that's like literally how did this movie get made.
Okay.
And if you watch Bugsy Malone, you will ask yourself, how did this movie with child Scott Baio and Jodie Foster get made? And more so, how is it still being produced by schools?
Yeah.
So I called in.
Oh my gosh.
So
I never knew this.
This cast party was not my first podcast.
Oh.
I called
Someone
Paul
forgot to
Scheer.
do it for the fame.
I was like, but I was so shaky. I was like, I hope they don't choose this. And then Paul Scheer was like, great, this is for Rita in Philly. And I was like, oh, darn it.
Oh my gosh, that's
they
awesome.
They did it. Yeah.
But there's video of you like in this production. Like Mama Rita and Papa Rita have this video.
Oh, yeah. There's a VHS somewhere.
Next time I see your
That's
parents-
excellent.
Next time I see
yeah.
your parents, I will ask them.
So I'll go back to it. What are the key differences between a stage manager and a production manager?
There's a lot going on in the head there. Voices.
Every day. I'm surprised they quieted down enough for us to
Get through this episode. Haley's bringing them out of you.
That's why we're best friends.
Really scary.
It's a party when the two of us together. It seems like there's two people, but there's more.
But there's more.
So many more.
No wonder. That's why we have 8 microphones set up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one's for Fred,
they're all
one's for
around.
George.
You don't see the other 4 people?
Nope.
Yeah.
This is awkward.
So stage manager, production manager, it's size-ish, right? So like big picture versus like show specific. So like production manager is usually in any company is like a staff position that's there like year round, right? Like, so the production manager is there for the entire season and off season because they're planning the season. And it's like, does every show have a full team? set, and how do we go about that? Do we have all of the crew that we need? Are we hiring IATSE members? Are we hiring musicians? Okay, what are the rules there, and how much do they need to get paid, and what's our schedule throughout the season look like, and all that stuff. So production management is like a lot bigger scale, like perspective. They have to make sure that the season is good to go, and then stage managers come in and are hired per show. Now, you could have a resident stage manager who is at a company who does every show, but they are focusing on each show, right? And so stage managers will do everything that we talked about before in terms of like they're in the rehearsal room, they're with the actors, they're with the director, they're, making sure the show itself happens. And the production manager is making sure that the season happens.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, it's interesting because calling out my production manager in grad school, who I looked at, it was a stage and production management track, and I said, I don't want to be a production manager. Can you put me on fewer production management things? And he said, okay. And then I saw him at USIGT, and I said, hey, so you know how I said that? Guess what my job is now? And he laughed.
Oh, there's
David
the
Holcomb,
lesson
you were
there.
right. Yeah.
Gotta find the challenge. Yeah. Oh.
He just kind of gave me like a knowing nod and smiles like, yeah.
He took a drag of a cigarette. And you were like,
he's like,
stop smoking in here.
Yeah, we're indoors. It's like, do you like it? I was like, I actually do. Damn it.
Mentor.
Right. Curse you for knowing better.
Yeah. It's always the case. It's always the case. So what was the most difficult production you have ever had to call, and what made it so challenging?
Oh, God. Yes. Thank you for asking. I had a couple different answers for this because I like that there's a challenge in a lot of things, right? So I will say, and there's no bad feeling. I just don't know that I'd want to do Wizard of Oz again.
Oh no!
It's just so many pieces. It's true. Like you have kids, you have live animals, you have flying, you have pyro, you have it's so many moving pieces.
It is a lot.
Oh my God!
You have the tornado.
You have the tornado,
yes.
Which is like. I don't even
how you do it. Yeah.
3 to 5 straight. I don't even remember. I think I blocked it out. 3 to 5 straight. And I have to say that everyone on that team, everyone involved, the production was wonderful. It was great.
Right.
This was Music Theater Wichita, out in Kansas.
Because she does all of the road shows.
Wizard of Oz out in Kansas.
Yeah, it was hilarious. We sold out. Yeah, it was awesome.
Of course.
We're not in Kansas.
But we are.
But we are. What do we got?
That's enough of it.
And that was my final straw.
But it was, the tornado is 5 minutes of just instrumentation that you can't actually hear because everyone's screaming and you're like, I don't know where I am.
Oh my God.
I know how to count music. I know how to read music. I don't know where the hell I am. I had someone backstage actually take a video of me calling on a day that actually went pretty well, because I was like, please take a record of this, because
oh my God, send it to us.
Oh my, it's
would be the social video.
Yeah,
sure.
Wizard of Oz with the tornado in the background.
I would love to share that.
Man.
It was really fun, but it was also we didn't finish tech before invited dress.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
And we had schools coming to invited dress.
Oh, no.
And our artistic director, so sweet, went out on stage and was like, we've ended after she goes out in the hot air balloon. We ended after, because we didn't finish teching the show, because the tornado took up so much time of tech.
Oh my God.
And he was
do the unseen kind of.
And he came out and he was like, if you want to know how it ends, come to opening. We're like, whoa.
Oh, wow.
Your ticket. Yeah.
It was cool. It was fine.
Yeah,
but it was
funny to see.
Because they told me afterwards, they were like, yeah, actually, we've done this show before, and we didn't finish tech then either. And I was like, I'm actually kind of glad you didn't tell me beforehand, but I'm also kind of glad knowing this, because it felt like I failed. And I was like, oh, okay, well, this is just a massive show. So it was a lot. I don't know that I would choose to do Wizard of Oz again, even though it was fun, just because it was very stressful. The other one that was really hard, but it's hard because I love it so much, was Ragtime.
Oh, yeah, 'cause it's such a beautiful show.
It's so lovely, but it's also like it sits with you, right? Like every night you go through a very emotional journey.
That's a good point. It's not just about like your work being difficult physically or strenuous. Like it's like, oh, what is taking a toll on my heart every day too?
Yeah. I stepped in I was telling you guys before we started, like I stepped in for one of my students who was sick this week, and we're doing Into the Woods right now. And I actually can't, I have to be writing or like looking ahead or doing something else during No One Is Alone, because otherwise I will cry.
You'll cry. Yeah.
And I was like, well, I can't do this.
Like you stand by.
Right? And the other thing with Ragtime was just like, it is such a long show.
Like Les Mis long?
Oh my God. Like 3 and change out. Like,
Somebody told me we have a long show next season.
We do.
Yeah.
Was telling me about
Is it Sound of Music?
It's Sound of Music.
That sound.
yeah.
God bless, but holy.
And Ragtime is like so back to, at least our production was like so cue heavy that you got to intermission, and I was like, I just called a full show, and I have to come back and call a whole nother show. Like, damn it! It's
Double fun.
yeah.
Is one way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. Double the fun. There we go. Double trouble. Double fun, dude. You are literally dude. I don't know how you, like, I don't think I'll ever look at Wizard of Oz the same, because now that you've spelled this out to me, I'm like, oh, yeah, that is a nightmare. Like, oh, my God. Yeah.
I felt so bad because one of the ASMs was like, how did my tumbleweed look going across the stage? And I didn't have the heart to tell her, like, I've never seen it.
You were like, it tumbled so well.
Like, I've never once looked at it. There's like 5 million. I was like, it looks great. It looks so good.
She's going to hear this and be like, hey,
it was the best tumbleweed I've ever seen. If I had seen it.
Brandon hate comments for the first time.
Yeah.
From just the tumbleweed person.
She's like, from Wichita here. Just couldn't help but notice the lack of respect for my tumbleweed.
They're going to post a picture of the tumbleweed.
You guys also have to understand, this was, 4 years ago?
Oh, okay. So everyone's dead. It's fine.
She might not be harboring this anymore, you know. She might be fine.
I mean, everyone's on Broadway now. That's why
she might be fine. She may also be like still working her tumbleweed.
Right. Be like, it's not right.
You know, aren't we all trying to get our tumbleweed to be perfect at the end of the day?
It's so real.
Like, woof. Yeah. All right. So you earned your Master of Fine Arts from Carnegie Mellon University.
Ooh.
What is something from...
Another voice, dude.
She brings this out of me.
Fifth voice this episode.
She brings it out of me, okay.
I think it's only
actress read that?
I'm working on it. If Kenny could book me again, that'd be great.
I don't know if I want to after this.
What? Wow.
All these voices in
Are
your
you
head,
saying-
I'm getting scared. No,
That's where the characters live.
I think you are a tremendous voice actress.
Thank you. If you hadn't said that, I would have released all the people in my head.
I'm like the shy
all at once.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
All right. What is something from that program that completely changed how you work or helped you to level up?
Yeah, so it kind of like the path that I took, it was kind of weird. It was like I did theater in high school and then in undergrad, but in undergrad I kind of realized that I also wanted to do film, and so I graduated in communications and film and television production. And
Ellie went to LA and everything.
Oh wow.
She also knows like every single black and white film that's ever come out.
Aww.
Sorry, humble brag.
No, I love old movies. And I dropped my like double major, and then it was a minor, and then I just dropped it entirely in theater. Honestly, because there was a teacher I didn't like. And I was in one of her classes, and I was like, this is miserable. My mom's like, you have to take another one. I was like, I'm not doing it.
Makes a difference.
It does. So graduated in communications and film and television production, and then I was like, I was working, and it was awesome, and it was great. I came back to Buffalo, and I did some stuff like at Irish and the Cav and musical fair. And I was like, you know what? I don't really have not that was super important, but it's like, I don't have a degree. Like, I've never been like officially taught in stage management. I've just picked it up along the way. I know I want to do this. I did not look at teaching at all at that time, but I wanted to do one of two things, either go to grad school for stage and production management or get into the assistant director's training program in LA.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
I applied. I thought my application was hilarious. Maybe they were looking for more serious than hilarious. Whatever.
You don't like jokes, you don't get me.
Right, yeah. But they do truly accept like 8 people every year. So I didn't get it. So I applied to grad schools and like it was down to Cincinnati and CMU, and I couldn't believe I got into either of them really. And then I went to CMU and was really grateful. And it was like, I chose CMU because they had a stage and production management double track, like a split track. And I didn't really know what production management was at the time. I had a vague idea. I also feel like production managers have been like a slightly newer thing, like last 15-ish years, which is like relatively new for theater. And so I went there and it was just like, oh, this is like being taught in this. Okay, cool. Like I've been doing stuff along the way. I've been picking up stuff along the way, but this is like the official like being taught. And then CMU does a lot of shows. And there's a level that they expect. Yeah. Which was also just kind of cool because like I do like challenges. So it was like, all right, let me like try and rise to this. And like at every school, right? Like you're going to be a student and you're going to be like, this is too much at one point or another. But it never, at least to me, because I knew why I wanted to be there, never felt like I was wasting my time or that I was doing something I didn't need to do, anything like that. It was just like a really good, fun challenge. So I was really glad I did it. I also feel like going back to my other point for students is like, if you want to go to grad school, also know why you want to do that. Yeah. Like, do that for the right reason. Not right reason, but like for you.
Don't
right?
just be like, oh, I guess I need the piece of paper.
Exactly,
like,
right?
What
like,
does it entail? Yeah, absolutely.
Because I know people who have gone to grad school and they're like, oh, this was kind of a waste of time. I was like, well, why did you want to go into it? Like, why did you want to do that?
Right. Why this program?
Yeah.
Why this city? What? Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. And then CMU also does have like a really great network. So I got a lot of connections through there.
Yeah, one day I was watching a TV show and I said, this show is so good. And she goes, yeah, it stars one of my former classmates.
Yeah, Sarah Pigeon, yeah.
I was like, you know Nancy Drew?
Yeah, there we go. Yep.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Wow. That was insane.
Yeah, they're like, I talked to my mom about this recently. It was like, I don't really get like starstruck on like names that everyone knows. It's like, I see people who are already friends and I see them like on Facebook or like in the movie or like on a show or whatever and they're doing like these incredible things. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you.
Right? You're like, it worked out.
You're such a good person. Congratulations. Right? Like, oh my God. Like, oh, Dudney.
Makes me so happy. Yeah. And Carnegie Mellon, I mean, those facilities were intimidating and you were like, yeah, I'm stage managing this whole show. And it was like this huge theater. I was blown away.
It was fun. It was a good time. Like, I had fun. I felt like I hit it at the right time and for me. And yeah, it just worked out. Yeah, it worked out really well.
I appreciate like that you're pointing out to folks, like, do something because you love it. Do it for the challenge. Hold yourself to a high standard. Like, these are really important lessons no matter what field you go into.
And it's interesting because like CMU, right, like is a big name. And I think people feel like different ways about it. But it's like, my answer to this was like, right, like it was difficult and it held me to a high standard and I rose to that standard, right? Like to rose to that occasion. It's like you can do that anywhere. So like for my students at UB now, I'm like, hey, if you want to do this job, this is the job. Are you going to do it or not? Right? So it's like you can bring that with you anywhere. And I think it's not about the place so much as like what you take from it and the people that surround you and
and network, because like look at like, dude, you're right there for these students to talk to and you're like a wealth of information. Speaking of which, it is now time for rapid fire.
Oh God.
Are you ready for?
No.
Okay. Perfect.
You never end up being rapid.
I know,
but they're like fun. It's like fun questions. Like
I just like the idea of fire. overall.
Another voice in your...
No voice.
Just
pyro.
This is the voice of
Why would
Rita.
you worry about it,
call
Kenny?
a fire on
Yeah.
the stage?
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
dude.
No, she's a pyro.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
Oh gosh, he had read the script.
Wizard of Oz wasn't in this.
No,
I
it
know.
wasn't my script. I wrote it.
Is there pyro and Rent?
No.
No.
Does it? No.
Will you light my candle, but it's out, and it's metaphorical. So.
Yeah,
All right.
maybe the flames.
There's a
between
moment where it
Maureen
gets
and,
really. There's like a brief moment, then she blows it out.
It's out again.
fire time. All right.
Oh, and Pippin. I forgot about Pippin.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, Pippin.
Yeah.
Stage right or stage left?
Oh my God. Okay, thank you for asking. Calling, stage right. Running, stage left.
Wait,
That was rapid.
I know this.
That
Yeah,
was good.
I know this is rapid, but like, why? I would like to hear.
She's
like, I got you.
I'm sorry, I need an explanation. It was rapid.
Let's fix this.
But
Slow
I
down.
I need to know now.
Screw rapid fire for a half a second.
No, it was true, but like I just need to know.
I actually don't know, but I feel like so I was at MTW for a while, and their calling station is stage right. So I kind of just got used to like being in one stage right and being like looking over, okay, go, type of thing. So I think it's just like out of habit looking that way. If I had to look that way, I'm sure it'd be fine.
Yeah.
But like I
feel like I'm used to a calling station on stage right now that
Right.
you're saying it
Do you know my
out loud.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen some on left, and I'm like, that's wrong.
and so, like some of the tours, depending on where they are, like it is called from stage left.
I was gonna say, I think
you hear that, Kenny?
Water for Elephants call from stage left, or am I hallucinating
Oh,
that?
you're right.
They did because it felt wrong to me. I love Water for Elephants. It felt wrong to me.
You were paying attention to that. I was paying attention to the fact that one of the stage managers had a rolly chair with light up wheels. Yes! They were scooting about it, and I was like, whoa!
Talk about level up.
Yeah, no, they were calling from stage left. That's why when they got us our mic at the calling station.
Yeah.
So then I was like, this is not the side that I thought I would be going to.
I didn't think I'd be going stage middle.
Wow,
okay.
that's a callback
Yeah.
from your earlier.
Was that your preferred? Was stage middle?
I love stage middle.
Okay. Like stage middle backstage, like
It's an old theater term from a boat, from a ship.
Yep.
Like a pirate ship.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, did you learn that at our Explore
Do
More
you-
exhibit?
Wait, I feel like this was in an earlier episode. That's
What,
why.
the ships?
Yeah, because that's why you can't. If you had luck to whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't whistle away your talent. Oh, no.
No,
Backstage. There
don't
goes
do
all
that.
Because it was an indication for them to move stuff on the
Yeah.
rail, and like something could fall on you.
Yeah.
Ken's scared.
You're gonna get the ghosts of the sailors. That's
The pirates.
Oh, no. The pirate theater actors.
Yeah.
Actors.
We've
We
created.
did go over this. You're correct.
It was like one of the first episodes.
It was.
Look at that. We have a listener in the room.
I'm gonna say I'm glad that this
favorite
really has been impacting Ken. I'm glad that he's been
Yeah.
really paying attention and really absorbing the information that we've been sharing with him throughout the years.
All of your knowledge.
Leave it to a stage manager to call.
This is my new favorite episode.
I'm glad. It should be.
Brag. No.
All right, so to get back to our not so rapid fire.
Who's rapid? Ever.
Well, maybe we'll take another pause to make fun of you. We haven't decided yet.
What is a bigger stage manager no-no? Eating in costume or touching someone else's props?
Okay, stage manager. Touching someone else's props. Wardrobe would be eating in costume, right? Like, so like me personally, if I see someone eating in costume, I'll be like, don't shit. Like, nah, you were told. Don't do it. I know I'm going to get a note about this, but really, this is on you.
It's too late.
It's too late for that.
But, yeah, touching someone else's prop. Oh. Sorry, is that your prop? Sorry, is it? No. Oh, I didn't think it was. I don't have you written down in my book as touching that prop. Why are you touching that prop?
Oh.
See? Big no-no.
Yeah.
Like the tumbleweed.
Is that a prop?
In that moment, it was an actor.
Yes, Rita.
That's a theater joke, dude.
That was a theater joke. You're so upset with me.
I hate that.
That was so
I
good.
hate everything about that joke. I hate his rapid joke. And he started so promising.
Speaking of that, 3 words describe Rent besides rent.
Rapidly.
Carpe diem.
Oh yeah,
Right, like they, yeah.
yeah.
Show ritual.
They're, oh my lord, oh my god.
Open. Yeah.
Whoa.
Fire.
You gotta let her get one out.
Yeah. Let her. Yeah.
What? I thought you.
I said 3 words. She said one.
No,
I said 2. Do I have to do
I'm sorry.
carpe
I thought you said
diem?
I'm sorry.
And love.
Love. Together. Then you'll love Rent.
Love.
Love is love.
Like they're all about like this moment right now. Who are we in this moment?
Who are you in this moment?
Oh man, which one of my personalities can?
We don't have enough time.
So before Ken stole my thunder, let's rewind that back. Pre-show ritual.
I tried my best to figure out an answer to this. I don't think I have one. Like, I don't have time. Go to the bathroom.
Yeah. That's an acceptable answer.
I mean, something I will do before a show, like, because we have to be on headset at half hour. We hit deck usually like hour and a half before. There you go, Ken.
Yeah,
the ship.
Storms are brewing
Wow. Yeah.
And the deck is
on the ship.
where
and if the stage is a ship, where's the deck?
Oh shit. The middle.
No.
Oh, Kenny.
Damn it.
but it is on stage. Like it's all of the on stage, like the deck.
All of it.
It's the it's
It is, yeah.
Even the proscenium.
You really threw him with the ship metaphor, Al.
Yeah, the ship thing is throwing me first.
It makes so much sense.
It's-
How,
yes.
that should have made it better.
For anyone else, they'd be ship shape about it, but no.
yeah.
Where do they keep all the rum?
In the second turn down.
Yeah.
That's for when you're writing the report.
Yeah.
What's your favorite backstage snack?
Okay, again,
No?
I don't know that I have, like, I don't eat backstage.
I'm sure Sandy sends you with stuff, though.
But I feel like it'd be grapes. I like grapes.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
It's hydration and yeah. So I feel like it'd be grapes. Because everything else is like, and like, then someone's like, your com's on.
You said ASMR.
Yeah. Sorry.
Good.
So sorry.
Clipboard or digital?
Hard copy. Yeah, gotta do yeah. I've been working with digital scripts though. I don't dislike it, but I find that because I've just like grown up on hard copies, it's just like I read faster on a clipboard or a book.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Favorite show you've ever called?
I mean, even still with like
Wizard of Oz.
how difficult. Although Toto was adorable. He sat in my lap at rehearsals.
No.
He was so cute. Oh.
We did like a whole episode on animals.
We talked about Animal Wranglers one episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
See?
Big day. Yeah, you remember that.
Ragtime, maybe. Ragtime still kind of haunts me a little bit because like there were definitely just because it was so long and it was so intense, there were definitely calls that I still think about that I want to do better. like literally, I'm just like, man, when he hits downstage left and that light's supposed to come on, it wasn't on him, right? Like I just want to do it. I want to go back and do it better
All the lighting
for him. No, for me, like I messed up.
If they didn't, wait, you just said you called it, but it didn't show up.
No, but like I called it late.
Oh, so it's your fault.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's your fault.
you can do it.
Sorry, Into the Woods has been haunting.
You can do it.
I know. That's
You owned
why
up to it.
I would rather go back and like make it better, but I
apologize?
can't. I did actually. I apologize to the actor.
Lighting guy.
He goes off of my geo. I didn't have to apologize to him.
Oh.
But I did apologize to the actor. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, I just want to be perfect for you.
That's how most of my apologies go. I'll be like, I'm really sorry this happened. They'll be like, I don't remember. And I'll be like, great.
Oh, keep going. Well, I'm going to make it better. They're like, okay. That or Drowsy was fun to call. Drowsy was just a fun show.
Pokemon?
Drowsy Chaperone?
Drowsy the Pokemon.
Nope.
Okay.
Cats was also surprisingly fun to call. I didn't
That is
know if I
also
was,
not a Pokemon.
No.
Drowsy is a Pokemon. It's 30 years. Pokemon.
30.
Why is there no Pokemon musical?
There is
Write it.
actually.
Oh.
Produce it.
Have you not heard of you haven't heard of the Pokemon music?
Oh my God! What?
What's his name? Andrew Reynolds.
No, I need to go.
Was in it. He was one of the
Ignore my typing
the
into the
twins.
With the twins?
Pokemon?
Like the Rocket Power
Yeah, they were
Brothers?
Team Rocket.
Team
Yeah.
Rocket?
Do you know like how much money that would make?
Look up Andrew Rannells Pokemon music.
Who are these What are these producers doing? You got Goofy Movie, you got Pokemon.
You've never-
you have all this material.
You've never. It's like viral. Hold on.
How long is it?
You gotta apply for the
It's
rights.
like this
No,
was
I'm
like
just gonna
before
do
Andrew Rannells was like famous. Like,
Oh my
this
God.
was, yeah, like it's like not. I don't want to like be like it's old. He's not an old man.
But it's been around a bit.
Yeah, it's been-
Pokemon Live.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow, we learned something today.
Rannells Pokemon.
I know Allie was talking
Oh
about.
my God, this is sick as hell. Bring this shit back. Albert, stop producing Buena Vista and crap like this.
Stop! You can't say that. That's getting cut.
Foul.
That's getting cut, but that's how I feel.
Okay.
Go back to stage middle.
So I feel like this maybe was covered. Maybe. What's your favorite musical?
I still really love Pippin.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Dude, this is unbelievable.
All right.
All right.
We've lost Kenny to the tiny objects.
There's like a video?
There is, but
There's a Pokemon trading card that they handed out?
I'm not gonna encourage this.
No, I mean,
The mic did just clip.
I take a weird like comfort from existentialism.
Oh, yes.
So I feel it right. So Pippin kind of
Yes,
resonates
that's
with me.
That's very fair.
I mean, yeah. And not to say it again, I just really love Ragtime. So Ragtime or Pippin.
It's fantastic.
It's so good.
Both
So
are great. I mean, if you beautiful soundtracks. Mm-hmm. What is your go-to phrase on headset besides "Shut up, Ken"?
I'm gonna go on eBay and buy the trading card.
Wow. No, he's lost. Like gone.
150. That's not bad.
He is gone.
Absolutely gone.
It's because we had him for over an hour.
Yeah.
The only phrase on headset I feel like I say a lot is "go."
Yay!
Pokemon Go?
No.
No, like just like when you're
just say
calling. Yeah. No, it's a yes and it's no but.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Buy 6 of these for $110.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay. What is the first show you ever worked on?
Othello with Rita.
Really?
At Shakespeare in the Park.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you did Cinderella.
I didn't. Oh my god.
He didn't listen to the lore.
Doesn't listen to. He doesn't read the script. Doesn't nothing.
Although, okay, wait, maybe I lied.
Was it Othello? Freshman year.
Do you have like one of those like because as an actor I have one I have like an official answer and then I have an actual answer if that makes sense like I like a second grade play
Technically, I was a munchkin,
but then like technically officially middle school I'll expose myself technically my first ever show was the Pirates of Grammar Island in the second grade and I was exclamatory because I was the loudest one.
Cute.
I think they had a line about like I think I had too much caffeine, and all the adults were like, "That one's loud." She doesn't get to be the captain or the princess; she's loud anyway. But my official answer is Annie in the 6th grade. Sure, but like I wasn't Annie; I was just an orphan, so that always burns me a little bit. I was kidding. Actually, I wanted to be Pepper if we were really talking.
Yeah. Heck,
But-
You would have been a great Pepper.
Thank you, and I wasn't, and that like burns me to this day at 25, turning 26.
Do you still remember who was Pepper?
Oh, I do.
Let's find them.
No.
Oh, I do.
I love that. I love remembering names of like people that you should not remember that you're like this person.
This person was Pepper, and she was actually a great Pepper too. But I was just like,
It wasn't you.
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Like yeah. But like yeah, do you have like an answer like that?
Oh yes. So I think officially I would consider Othello, and then oh God, I don't remember how far back we went. In middle school, we definitely did shows every year. We did Anthony and Cleopatra. I feel like we did one about the Norse gods.
Oh.
Allie went to like a Waldorf school, so they're out in the woods like creating bows and arrows. And
Yeah, like I found my stool the other day. I was like, nice, I made this.
I'll never forget going to your house for the first time, being like, "Is that a bow and arrow?" And you're like, "I made it for gym class." I was like, "What?"
Yeah. Oh, welcome back, Kenny.
Yeah.
Allie's the new host.
This is on YouTube, dude.
Yeah, the Pokemon
Yeah,
musical.
watching the full show.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, you actually are.
didn't even finish recording this episode yet.
You shouldn't have brought this up.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, fun fact about Allie and I doing Othello, because it was our first time working backstage professionally. Yeah, bro.
my God.
Because we're not talking about Pokemon.
This is a rapid fire round.
We're getting an
When has a
anecdote.
rapid fires ever been actually rapid fire?
You also left us like 4 questions ago. You really have nothing to say.
You have no right.
Norse gods and Althea and all these shit.
Yeah, what the
What?
Othello or whatever.
Othello? Why did you say it like that? That was so weird.
Althea was.
Oh my God.
I think you tried to just combine Othello with Elphaba. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to call you out here and say that's probably what happened.
Oh god.
But really quick, and then I'll let Kenny go because he's going to produce this musical.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, very exciting.
Oh god. Okay.
So Allie and I we're working Othello, and you know there's the Marcy Terrace, the Delaware Park Terrace, and they have weddings. And by the time we get to the last act of the show, which is sad and tragic,
Oh no.
the wedding is going off. And so
no.
like I think the first night the show opened, like Rebecca Elkin is being suffocated to death
Yes.
by Othello, and in the background you hear "Love Shack, baby." We couldn't handle it. We heard a celebration at one point.
No.
Celebrate good time. It was great. That's what Shakespeare would have wanted.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I feel like he'd approve.
He'd find it comical.
He'd find it funny.
And the rest is history. Allie,
Yeah.
you have survived a very rapid fire. We've lost people in this.
Literally along the way.
Yeah.
We've ever done.
This was our first rapid fire with a casualty. Which is crazy. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here.
Oh my God, my pleasure.
I am very proud to be your friend and cousin. And yes, as Kenny should be as well.
Kenny, I'm going to make you call Kinky Boots. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Pull it up. Do it right now.
Still have no idea what's going on.
Yep.
We'll tell you in a little bit. Just keep reading and forget.
Anything in front. I threw the script.
Oh, very good.
Okay.
All right, amazing. Allie, before we let you go, do you have any upcoming projects in addition to Rent that you would like us to shout out? Anything you'd like to insult Kenny about one more time before we let you go?
Would you like to
It's a
add anything
consideration. I mean, UB has a really large next season next year. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so cool. And the teams that we have lined up are also incredibly awesome.
And the students there and the students that come out of those programs
I
are
was going to say.
so talented.
The UB kids are really great, especially some of the alumni. Not saying
Who are you referring to?
myself. No,
For the face.
no. The kids, not the kids.
No, they're awesome.
Yeah. They're fantastic. I think the program is like getting stronger and stronger every year, and it's really great. And I want to catch Into the Woods if I can. But
Please.
yeah.
that's cute.
It's gonna be so good. We are, I don't think we're like sold out, but like looking at the tickets, it's like, oh,
Get
so
on this,
if-
folks.
Yeah, so if you do want to come see it, it's
Say, what time? When is this coming out though? Now that I'm thinking
Friday.
about it.
Nope, I
May
lied to you.
4th.
Yeah.
May the
Yeah.
4th be with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Sorry,
we already will have passed, but
No, that's fine. But if you want to get like, it's this Thursday, the 23rd through the 26th. We have Thursday. Let me see if I remember. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh,
I
cool.
think. Yeah. It'll be really cool. The voices are awesome. The design is insane. Like, it's awesome. Yeah. So, but yeah, next year we have, in the fall, we have Lightning Thief.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a great musical.
okay, yeah.
We're doing the Lightning Thief, and then we're doing, actually, sorry.
Jackson?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome back. All right. Keys, there's Percy Jackson.
They didn't even finish watching it at Disney Plus. They didn't even finish watching it.
You should.
You should.
I just watched a little bit, but then
Oh, buddy.
What's the next show in the season?
So I lied to you. Sorry. So Wolf Play is actually first.
Oh, nice.
And then Lightning Thief, and those are in the fall with Zodiac, which is our dance company that does both the fall and the spring productions, and we have other dance work, a lot of other dance works as well. And then in the spring we have 2191, which is a new play written by Bella Poynton.
Yeah. Local playwright, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And is about like AI, but also not about AI. It's about like interpersonal relationships and like the future of the planet and like how AI plays in or doesn't. Like it's going to be, I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Nice and
summarizing
topical.
Yeah,
Bella.
very interesting.
Yeah. It's going to be really, really cool. And then we also, our spring musical is Cabaret.
Get out of here.
I'm so incredible.
That is a lot of delightful programming coming out of UB. I mean, sounds like you should go see Starring Buffalo's Rent, resubscribe for Shays, and then go see some nice, awesome programming by the talented students of UB.
Yeah.
I've figured it
Tickets
out.
are very affordable. Very, very, like, they're like 25, I think is the most expensive.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And there's lots of parking.
Free tickets
She did not say that. She did not say that.
and free drinks.
We maybe the free drinks,
card
but
Sure, free drinks. For all the drinks that we sell, you can get them for free.
You don't tell me.
What? I didn't say that. You said
Just drink and forget, Ken.
okay.
I know. We know. All right.
All right.
So, folks, Starring Buffalo's Rent in concert will be on the Shays Buffalo stage for one afternoon only this Saturday, May 9th at 2 p.m. Also, happy birthday, Allie Hasselback, on May 9th.
Oh my God. I don't feel bad anymore.
Tickets are available online or at Shays box office. Check out the amazing stage management, cast, crew, and showrunners, and just have a wonderful time, folks. And then Pure Glitter, a regional premiere from Second Gen Theater Co., continues with performances at the Shays Smith Theater through May 17th. Musical Fair's production of Hairspray at Shays 710 Theater will have performances May 7th through the 24th. I love that show. Such a blast. Check it out. And then Broadway, quote unquote, meets Buffalo on Saturday, May 16th. The Spotlight Committee's Meat Raffle fundraiser will be held at the Buffalo Irish Center at 245 Abbott Road in Buffalo, with doors opening at 6 p.m. and the first round beginning at 7 p.m. Attendees will have multiple opportunities to win throughout the evening. It's a lot of fun, and the Irish Center is fabulous if you have yet to go. Table reservations for up to 8 people can be made for $75 by calling 716-912-6238, or tickets are now available at https://bit.ly/Shays Meat Raffle MEAT. And Shays film series returns on Sunday, May 17th at 1 p.m. with the Minecraft movie. Folks, I never watched Minecraft once in my life. I enjoyed the goodness out of that movie. Jack Black is a delight. Check it out. Reserve your tickets at shays.org. Doors will be open at noon if you'd like to join the pre-film activities, and concessions will be open. In the meantime, we hope you enjoyed the vibes, got some tea, learned about stage management from Allie Hasselback, and check us out at Shays Buffalo Socials Media. In the meantime, Kenny, why don't you go down center middle stage?
I was all ready for that.
I took it right out from under you.
Yeah.
Cast Party is presented by Shays Performing Arts Center.
Produced by Cassandra Lippert, Ken Lazewski, myself, Juliana Tracy, and Rita Sirianni.
Theme song by John Michael Ogletree.
Audio mixing by Dave Lenhart.
Logo and graphics designed by Acacia Crozier.
Marketing and social media by Bridget Neeson.
Please rate, review, and subscribe to Shays Performing Arts Center presents Cast Party, wherever exceptional podcasts are downloaded.
Or visit us at shays.org.
Bye-bye.